Yeah. So at the end of the show, Rim will say good night, and then you'll say see ya, and then I'll say boosh. That's we do that. Try to get every guest in there.
Oh, I gotta have phrases, of course.
Yeah. It's Ray's and Ray of Sunshine's, and it was his. Yeah. And so it's kind of a sentimental thing. Yeah.
Fuck that guy for real.
Almost he was dead. Just on Twitter. He just doesn't want to play today.
He's dead to me. He's dead to me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He commented on CM Punk last night, so he's my new favorite.
He was just doing that to get your attention.
Banana Rander's whole episode.
God damn it. No.
You made me do it.
No, Randy, you'll get fired.
Sorry, Rim. This is your fault.
Are you recording the video?
Yep. I think it's horrifying, Randy. Yeah. Actually, congratulations. It's terrifying.
Banana Rander's is awful. God damn it. There we go. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 176 of the Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, Rem, once again back at you in this thing. I was singing songs to Randy earlier. I don't have anything currently in my head, but I gotta learn to rap. It's Rap Battle Rem. That's right, Randy. Fucking rap battle in just a couple weeks. That's what it is. My buddy Randy's here. Let's go, buddy. What's going on?
No, I meant whenever I said you need to rap battle Dylan, I said on our episode 200, not their episode 200.
Oh, yeah.
We're booking that for the main show. Fuck those guys at NFHC who think they got a big show. Our show is the main event.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you know, it's like being a fan of GCW wrestling. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows Matt Cardona's the best wrestler in the world right now with that title, and they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. And we go with the power of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ wherever we go. So nobody can defeat us. Nobody ever. Right?
Yes, Rusev. Yep, I love that.
Get rid of that goddamn banana. Randy, so you've said before on other shows to people that you wanted to either emulate your life like Ray of Sunshine or me. And I say to you, Randy, no, that's the wrong people to want to aspire to. You need to aspire to someone like our guest tonight who's living the life. All right. He goes out, he gets a phone call from his buddy Swiney. Swiney's like, hey, you want to fuck? And he's like, you? And then Swiney's like, no. It's these really beautiful women. And then he goes out to Vegas and we talked to him before. It's been a while. Angus Maple. Angus, what's going on, man? It's good to have you back.
Hey guys. How you doing? Right. Glad to be back.
Oh, so happy to have you back. It's been such a long time and we just haven't been able to make it work, but here you are. And, we're just going to shower you with sex questions. No, we're not going to do that. But what's new, man? What's new? What's going on in Angus world?
Actually, I'm going to be seeing Tim next week. I'm going out to Vegas, and we're going to shoot some new content.
Angus, I was in the shower the other day, all right, and thankfully my head was clear, so I remember all the questions I did want to ask. What the hell is a phone call from Tim like? All right, from Swiney. Like, I imagine it goes something along the lines of what I just said. It was like, you know, Randy and we talked on the phone once or twice, and I didn't say, hey, Randy, do you want to, you know, we didn't talk about having sex with, how does it go? Angus, that's what I'm asking. How does that phone call go?
Well, let's see. A lot of times we'll just talk about whatever going on and when my schedule, you know, when my availability happens and so forth. A lot of times he's like complaining about stuff, which is Tim, you know, I mean, you know, that's how Tim approaches stuff.
That's all I do all day, man, is text people and complain about stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Cause you know, I'm a good listener, not as good as he is, but, yeah. And it's just trying to coordinate shit, for when I can come out and when he can set up girls to shoot content. Other times we're talking about, believe it or not, Fortnite or just other stupid geeky stuff, you know, his hockey, you know, he's playing hockey again. So we're talking about that, or, you know, just talking about the porn industry, which pays a lot more attention to than I do. usually I'm just like, yeah, whatever, people are screwing up or things are going wrong or whatever. And, that's what it is. But I'm just so like off to the side of it that it doesn't really directly affect me for the most part.
Yeah, you've got the best
then we
job.
talk about different things.
Yeah, it's like he calls you up and he says, Angus, are you available Friday? And Angus is like, yeah, I'll be there. And like you just show up, you take your dick out and you have fun. Like you don't have to worry about any of the setup or the production or any of that, right?
No, I don't. Tim does all the the heavy lifting on that respect, which is kind of
sounds like
bizarre.
Me and Rim.
It's kind of bizarre because I'm actually in my day job. I do set lighting. So
oh, nice.
Even though it's pretty much the same setup that he always has, I always feel like I should do something to help. And he's just like, no, man, relax. I got this. It's only a couple of lights that we set up and so forth, but it's hard to get myself out of that headspace, to just sit back and let someone else do the work. But, if we're doing it in a hotel, we'll get the equipment in and everything like that. I don't leave everything to him, but I think it helps him zen out and get into the headspace he needs to do to shoot also.
Right.
So, I just offer moral support. And
do you ever, one, do you ever watch your scenes? And two, what happens if you do you have to do you sit there and have to stop yourself from critiquing every little thing as a professional?
Actually, I have watched several of my scenes because Tim has given me copies of everything.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. It really is kind of weird seeing. First of all, the first thing that comes to my mind every single time is I have no fucking ass whatsoever. It looks like a deflated beach ball.
I'm that way. Like Hank Hill in that one episode. Where he had to get
you got to show your ass in that episode?
No. Hank Hill from King of the Hill. There was an episode where in order to ride his tractor, he had to get ass implants because he didn't have, it hurt his tailbone.
Right. Yeah. And I'm a big guy, but it just doesn't seem like I have any type of ass. It just kind of looks deflated or whatnot. So I always look at that and go, oh God.
Yeah.
But also there's like a couple hand movements. Like I have a thing called the claw, which I used to do, which I'd have like my hand on my hip, like sticking out, behind me. It always looked weird because I wouldn't know what to do with one hand when I was doing something else. So, so you can be a little overly critical, but then I remember what's going on and enjoying the memory of what was happening.
Right.
For the most part, I'm just thinking, man, that was a hot scene, or, she was really cool, or I had a lot of fun with that one. So it goes back and forth, but it's hard not to look at yourself and not feel a little critical.
Yeah. So,
or just kind of like, oh, that's what I look like.
I've gone through a lot of body shaming in my podcasting career. I know it's weird because I'm behind a microphone, right? But there's these people who really make fun of me for my lack of a chin. So I try to keep everything straight on, so you can't see me from the sides. I have an awful side profile. So if I ever film porno with Swiney, he's got to be able to put that camera straight on me, no side profiles or no headshots. So, pass the notes along. But
well, okay.
Right.
He usually sets up 2 cameras and it's just static shots anyway. So maybe sometimes we'll do a handheld bit, but you're going to get a side profile in there. But
yeah,
you know what? As you know, when you watch porn, you're not thinking of the guy. All you're thinking is putting yourself in that spot. You're not even thinking of the guy.
Depends on, the time of day or what's been going. Anyways,
I like that Ron White bit where he asks his brother-in-law if he likes a small dick or a big dick in his porn. And he's like, oh, I like a big dick. You know what I mean? Made me laugh.
I like to think that I have a big dick when I imagine myself fucking,
yeah,
when I'm fucking a chick. That's
Randy,
all. I want it to be a big dick.
Randy, I need you to think for a minute here, buddy, because this is for I'm going to exclude Angus for a second, okay? But Randy, this is amazing to me that we've talked to so many different people on the Rich Dickman Show. We've done 176 episodes now. Add an episode 0, it's basically 177. You haven't been there for all of them, and before Huel left, we didn't really talk to anybody, but we have talked to so many people, all right, who we've seen naked, who we've seen whole assholes of, who we've seen bodily fluids on. It's amazing to me how we've seen, right, Randy? This is just fantastic. I love this. I love doing this. This is great.
I dig it. That's why I show up.
When you dwell on it in that
and
context.
The handsome paycheck.
when you think about it in that context, good times. What can you say? Achievements.
We got to get, there's another guy. He's a gentleman reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and he started listening to the show. I think maybe, I don't know when, but he's a fan, and he's making content on OnlyFans and stuff. So Randy, when we do the show early, I still got people running around upstairs. I got all this water flowing in these pipes. I got to do something about this. But,
I can't hear anything, man. You're good.
Can't hear it. Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I'll hear it tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a noise gate or something.
Oh. And it threw me out of my goddamn train of thought. So we'll just move on. All right.
You were talking about OnlyFans?
Oh yeah, the guy.
Yeah, one guy doing content. I'll help you.
Thank you.
This will help keep your focus. Follow my nose.
He's kind of. Do you know Man Fury, Angus? You ever met him, or do you know of him?
I think I've met him once or twice, but I do know him by knowing him. He
reminds me of Man Fury. It's not Man Fury, but he reminds me of him. But I forget his name. Okay. We'll do that.
All right.
That might have been this show, but then you were available, and I said, I got to get my man Angus in because I like talking to him. I think he's rad. Okay. Let me set up what we're doing tonight.
Man, I saw some crazy cartoon porn when I searched for Hank Hill's ass. I turned safe search off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look in the Rich Dickman live show chat, you can still see what I was talking about.
Is that what that? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's awful. RichDickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Get there, check it out. All right, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is there. You're going to want to subscribe to that YouTube channel because very soon you will be seeing Randy episode 1 of. Should I give away the title now? No,
I don't know if they're ready for it, Ram.
They're not ready for the title. I'm not going to give away the title right now, but Angus, I don't know if I assume you've listened to every single episode 3 times, but I also don't assume that at all.
Oh yeah.
But we're working. We filmed a 7-day behind the scenes type of deal, and we're currently in production. Cool. Randy and I, and so we're going to have the Rich Dickman Show behind the scenes. We're going to have a couple episodes coming out in a couple weeks. And I'm really excited about it. Yeah. So subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And it's going on YouTube.
Yeah. We're going to lose our jobs.
Oh, I thought that was a Patreon exclusive. Oh, I wouldn't have done the film where I took a shit during it.
Come on, that's the kind of content people want to see.
Probably.
Randy, let me tell you something, okay? Cody is a master of this. We've had a couple meetings already on putting things together. I'm like a director. Right. And it's the most fun I've had in a while doing shit. And I actually had to text Cody. I was like, listen, man, thank you for being part of this because this is the content I've always wanted to make. And maybe I get it out of my system and never do it again. Or maybe it lights a fire and we keep doing shit like this. Who knows? But yeah, go there, do it, check it out, and then buy a shirt. Amazon.com, Eat the Rich, search Rich Dickman. You find it. The link's on the goddamn website as well. Okay. So, Angus, I get to bore you with my vacation stories. Because I just got back from vacation. And I got to tell you, Angus, I don't know
where'd you go?
I went to New Hampshire. You ever been to New Hampshire?
I used to go to Hampton Beach every year with my family.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
New Hampshire's awesome. Nice. All right. When your state motto is live free or die, I'm all about it. All right. Fuck yeah. Let's do this. And I turned off social media for the entire time I was there. All right. Except to direct message Cody. And I did not watch any news. All right. The only thing on TV I watched was maybe at 10:30 at night when I was good and drunk watching Ant-Man and the Wasp with my kid, and it was fantastic. And it was amazing. I had such a great time. It was just me, the wife, the kids, the pools. We didn't do anything. We hung around the pools all day. It was one of those resorts where you get a whole kitchen and shit. So like you're not going to spend $1,000 just eating. You just go to the store and buy shit and bring it home.
Right. Oh, nice.
It was great. I had such a good time, and I'm going back to work on Monday, and I'm driving in. I'm like, fuck, I am so depressed right now. Like, why do we do this shit to ourselves?
That's how I felt coming back to the office.
It's awful. Whatever.
It's nice to unplug.
Yeah. And, especially after the last, we didn't go anywhere last year, obviously, because, nobody could go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was so nice just to get away from everything just for a few days. And listen, everybody out there, like if you're finding yourself, you got to check your Twitter every 10 minutes and you're getting angry at, whatever politics is going on or whatever bullshit stories being run through or whatever the fuck. Cause it's all stupid. Unplug, right? Just pull yourself away and go enjoy something because it's so goddamn beautiful out there, except when it's raining. We had a lot of rain and that sucked. That was yesterday.
Rain? What's that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what rain is.
You have no idea out there. It's not good. Yeah, especially it's like 5. We had 5.9 inches last night, and then other places got like 8 inches of rain in just a couple hours.
Lord.
God. And we made out okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to pump that shit out west.
Yeah.
Make a water
absolutely.
pipeline.
You got too much of it, and we don't have enough of it out here.
We got to reverse that climate change. Like, we got to get drier, and you got to get wetter. We got to, go backwards. Yeah.
It's just more evenly distributed through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So something happened, right? So we got in New Hampshire, there's pools and there's hot tubs, right? And man, I'm all about a hot tub. I love a hot tub and go in there and just relax. But I won't go into a hot tub with anybody else who's not in my family, right? So if there's whoever's in there, I won't go in because that's weird to me. And this is leading me into a question I have for you, Angus, but I'm going to tell this story real quick. So I'm sitting in the hot tub, my kids are in the pool, and there's a TV on there, and I'm just chilling. I think it was like a baseball game or some shit, right? And then this old couple is walking down to the pool, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, oh God. And then this old man takes off his clothes, and he's down in a swimsuit, and he kind of hobbles into the tub. And he's diagonal across from me. I'm like, oh God, this is awful. And then his old lady wife is trying to get into the tub, and it's too hot for her. So, in the way I'm sitting, I'm like right at the entrance on the side of it. It's like I got her whole old ass like in my face, and she's trying to dip a leg into the tub, and it's like, God damn, this is super uncomfortable, and I don't like any of this. Please get out of my way so I can get out of the tub. And as soon as I left, I was like, I just don't have it in me to go get into a hot tub with somebody that I don't know. Right. Yeah. Now, I got to thinking of me being uncomfortable with other people around me. And Angus, you film sex with Swiney, all right? So I'm wondering, and this is, I kind of wanted you both on the show at one point to ask you this question. I got to ask now. Misfires, Angus, misfires. Have you guys ever landed on each other? And then if so, what was the first time it happened? What's your reaction? And is it kind of like old hat now? Do you guys just not care if you get come on you?
Oh God. Yeah. There has been misfires.
Yeah.
The first one I can remember is like, Tim and I were with, his ex-girlfriend, but, I forget what her stage name was now at the moment.
Is it Kelly Shabari?
Yeah, Kelly Shabari. Thank you very much.
Is it weird that I know that?
And
you have such encyclopedic
is it
knowledge, man.
Weirder that you know it or that I forgot it? And there was one point I think it was Kelly was going down on me, and Tim wasn't even involved, and I nutted and it flew onto him, and I was like, "Oh, geez, fuck! Oh my God." I'm so sorry, dude. And he's like, dude, it's friendly fire. It happens sometimes. It hasn't happened to me. I've managed to stay clear of Tim, especially when he's throwing the glue, Yeah. So I know enough to keep out of the way, but just sometimes it has happened. There's one or two times I've splattered him a little. I got a good one in that respect with one of the girls. We were with one of the girls, and she was insistent on not having cum in her mouth. And, I respect that kind of stuff, and all that. I was just going to come on her tits or whatnot. I'm fucking her, and I pull out the pop, and she's laying there with her mouth open, and I shot so far, it shot up her body into her mouth.
Wow.
And I was like, holy shit, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. She was like, it was totally unintentional, but yeah, of course. It was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she was like, oh, that's all right. But yeah, just sometimes it has happened. It's known as friendly fire. At least that's what Tim calls it. So yeah, I've been fortunate enough not to have any get on me though.
No.
Do you develop like a good sense of when your partner, like your other dude partner, is getting ready to come so that you know to get out of the way? Or are you too focused on other things?
Yeah. Actually, I've been doing it with Tim for so long. I know all his telltale signs. So yeah, I know when to get out of the way. And really, I know it's weird. There's this level, and it's occurred to me a couple times when we've been shooting, because usually he shoots after me. That I know what he needs to get himself over over the top. And he tells the girls, and I'm like, yeah, that's what you got to do. This, you got to do X and Y. And I mean, it's not like I tell the girls because Tim tells the girls, but I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing as every other time.
What does
it's funny.
Need?
I mean, we've actually been. He likes his balls tugged on, I believe. Yeah. Like that's one of the things he really likes, his balls tugged on. And of course, he's like stroking the pop or whatnot. And, if the girl's helping out, that's the kind of stuff he likes her to do to him to get him over the edge.
Okay. All right.
And I know that because I've been shooting porn with him for like 10 years now or something, almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy. Rim, after 10 years of podcasting, I hope I can finally pick up on the cues of when you want me to shut up. Not interrupt.
I mean, yeah, my problem is, Randy, is I smile too much, right? Because I don't want to upset anybody. So I got to get better at just tugging my balls, and then when. Are
you fucking Larry David or something?
Tug on the balls.
Okay, yeah, tug on the balls. That'll be our new phrase. Like, just say, Randy, tug on the balls.
Tug on my balls,
and I'll know what it means.
Randy, tug on the balls.
I'll know what it means.
I like it. All right, and
it's so much simpler than just saying "shut up," right?
Yeah. And you gotta I'm trying to phrase this properly, but it's like every guy has his own thing to get him over the edge, right? Especially as you get older, because you've been desensitized to fucking everything. Like, you can't even watch regular porn anymore to get off. You got to watch some goddamn, something. Like me, I need something different, right? I can't just, as beautiful as Kendra Lust is, her having sex does nothing for me. Like, absolutely nothing. But you get Sarah Starr involved, and I'm totally in, because she's so much different than what.
Well, Sarah Starr is sexy.
Oh yeah, good friend of the show, Sarah Starr. We got to watch porn with her, Randy, on a bonus episode. Don't forget, we got to do that.
Okay. She's very funny too. Actually, Sarah's a very funny character.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. I love having her on the show. I try not to get creepy about it.
Yeah, she she
gets it, man.
She's always entertaining to talk to.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, just if you had an honest conversation with a man, 34 and older, you will find that there is some weird shit they need usually to get it. Not weird. Weird is the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying. They need something to get them over the edge. Now, so do you see the cameras, Angus?
I mean, I see you on camera, and I see Randy on camera, and I see some other guy.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
So, yeah, that's Tanks. Okay. He comes and visits us, and we do a game with him every other week. All right. And Randy has been trying to teach Tanks how to eat some ass. Okay. So if there's any advice you might be able to give to Tanks and anybody in the audience on how to eat the ass for the first time, if that's something you've ever done, and if it's not, that's fine too. But I just thought the advice would be good for a young man like Tanks.
I would love to give advice, but I've not done really much of any analingus at all.
Okay.
And I'm ashamed to say that. It's something I'll have to get around to, on a lady that's willing. I haven't done. I've gotten rim jobs, but I haven't really done much in the way of eating ass, and I'm ashamed to admit that.
Would you say maybe he should lick a penny for a little bit to get used to it?
Mm-hmm. I would say probably just maybe make sure she's clean, and so you get over that hump as far as the thing, and
waxed. That's important for me.
Yeah, and clean and wax. Like I said, I didn't even think of waxing, to be honest, or bleaching. But I'd say probably use the same techniques you use to eat pussy, or at least on working the clit.
Yeah.
In oral, and that might help. Maybe some fingers too. Well, come on.
It reminds me.
I've
told this story on the show before, but I'm gonna tell it to you again. I don't think you've heard it, so forgive me. And I've only told it once before, Randy, so don't judge me. But I was in the.
I got a story I've never told on the show.
Oh, good. That's next. I was in the reserves from age I was from 17 to 24. I was in for, okay. And, so I learned a lot with the people that I was there. And there was this one man, his name was Dennis. He was from Haiti. He was a Haitian immigrant, and he was in the reserves. He was in my squad. And, we were talking about, sex acts of all sorts. And we were, eating ass came up And that was something that was new to me at that young age. Like I was like, oh my God, that's really a thing. Cool. And he's like, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. You got to eat the ass. Sometimes you get the beans. Sometimes you don't. It's all love, baby. It's all love. And I'm like, wow.
Well, that's a way to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. Randy,
sometimes you get the beans. Sometimes you don't.
Well,
what's your story?
A little backstory on me. My first gig ever was at a Rally's. And this particular Rally's only employed 3 men, the grillmen, for each shift, because it was near 24 hours. It was open. And everyone else was female. And from the east side of town, the poor side of town that worked there. And they taught me a lot of things. That's all I'm going to say. That
okay,
everyone.
So the title of this episode is "Sport Fucking at Rallies."
Sport fucking.
or just ass eating at rallies.
And whenever, just so you know, like Rally's buildings are airtight, so whenever you open a window or a door, you hear the wind go shh. And the men's bathroom at that one, because the ladder to the roof was in there. So you get a nice breeze anytime anyone opened up that bathroom door. Anyways, some good memories at Rallies. But Angus, I had a question for you. Have you ever shit while having sex?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to tell that. That's NFHC's content, but I have.
I've never had a plumpkin or anything like that. So
yeah.
I try and keep the two things separate.
Man, you got a lot of control over your body. I appreciate that.
Hey, listen, I just don't need any carne asada before I have a scene. That's probably the biggest thing right there.
Yeah,
or go to Rally Burgers.
Do you? So
you got to eat
when you've got a shoot coming up. Do you eat clean for like the week before, just in case?
No, not particularly.
No, okay.
I mean, maybe a day or two before I try and eat a little cleaner.
Definitely, you have to cut weight.
I don't want to have like the farts or anything, so, and there's nothing less sexy than like having to take a dump, just before you come out, go to the bathroom and come out like, okay, I'm done after, making all sorts of bathroom sounds.
Right.
Oh, that'd totally be my thing.
Yeah. That's
I would take a dump before every shoot.
That's what you said. Everybody needs something to get themselves over, over the edge. So that's you, Randy. There you go.
I appreciate it. I'm going to steal that. Thank you.
No problem.
Every time from now on, like it used to be at the end of having sex, I would always play that Dwayne Johnson song from Moana. It's okay, you're welcome. But I stopped doing that, and now I'm going to take a shit beforehand. So
yeah,
there you go.
Then a shower, shit shower, then sex, shit shower, sex. Another thing I noticed while on vacation at the pool during the summer is that. I don't know if any of you have noticed this, but women's bikinis have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, even in family resorts of sorts. And had an episode. When did we do it? In 2019 when I went to Cape Cod. And we had Ray there. The episode was titled NSFW Family Resort, right? And man, oh man. I have a daughter myself, and I told my daughter, I said, don't you ever get older. And if you do get older, dear God, please keep it a one piece, with a skirt on the bottom. Jesus Christ. Like there's a whole bunch, there's a lot of skin showing in these
just
people.
let people be free, Rim. It's all love, baby.
It's all love. I guess you're right. It's all love.
I got a tan too.
She's 11 and a half.
Okay, mine's 13.
Oh boy.
So, yeah,
11.
But she likes the one pieces and so forth, or like something that's more of like just down to the belly kind of thing and so forth. If it's a 2-piece, she hasn't felt comfortable enough to do bikini stuff, But
there's this group of like, please, dear God, I hope they're over 18. They had to be 19, 20, 21-year-old kids in the pool. All right, like 2 dudes.
Did you have sunglasses on, Rim?
No, I did not have sunglasses on. I was swimming with hanging out with my kids. And the weirdest thing, they're all like, these girls were messing around with these boys, and they're trying to drown the boys. So I don't know, but their bikini bottoms were very small. So like their whole asses are hanging out in the very public pool. And it felt weird to me as an old man.
Well, yeah, because you felt like a dirty old man.
Yeah.
You felt like a dirty old man.
I don't want to look at this in front of everybody. Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick fun story that's sort of related. It's not pool related, but several years ago when my daughter was like 7 or 8, in the Girl Scouts, she was invited to a Halloween party at a sorority house.
Oh God.
This was like for Girl Scouts. It was a full Girl Scouts kind of thing. So it was, during the day and all that. And so I brought her, and basically I was in the sorority house filled with sorority girls while they're trying to do like, nice little things like crafts and Girl Scout stuff. And, But yeah, I was in rough shape the entire time. It was such an effort to just not have my head explode the entire time. Yeah. They're just sitting at the table giggling, about stuff. And yeah, it was like, oh yeah, I'll take my daughter to a sorority house. Why not?
Yeah. And you're a professional sex giver. And so that's got to be real tough. Oh man, I can't even imagine.
You learn to deal with this at a young age. We all had a hot cousin. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You got to bury that sheet.
No, actually, I never had a hot cousin.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my cousins were dudes.
We can empathize, though. Yeah. Yeah, it was nothing for me with my cousins either.
Yeah. Italian
Although there's, some daughters.
That's my cousin.
Italian Sylvester Stallone?
No, my cousin. I call him an Italian stallion. He was on the show once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you guys assume that I meant my cousin, Alex. Did you assume a female cousin?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
no.
we did because we're cis males. So
see? Get your mind out of the
It's
cis.
all love, baby. It's all good.
I know. I need to get out of that. Corridor. So
as a future government censor, you're on notice.
Yeah. Angus, these are popping in my head. We'll get to the other good stuff in the show, but I was just thinking of this one now because we had Alexis Allure on a couple weeks ago. You know Alexis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you worked with her?
I think I've met her once.
You haven't worked with her?
Okay. Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I have. Right. It's been a while, but yeah, I've worked with her.
And she said something that piqued my interest, right? And I piggy that off of the first time we had Jessica Lust on the show when she was talking about AVN awards and stuff, and she had mentioned something about there was no BBW category, but there was a bunch of trans categories. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Why wouldn't we have a BBW category? And then when we had Alexis on, Alexis said, the fans of BBW tend to also be fans of trans porn, excuse me. And I thought, well, that is really interesting. So let me ask you, Angus, as somebody who frequents the BBWs and Swiney, is that something? I'm not asking if you're a fan of it or anything, but is that something you've come across? Have you met people who are fans of the content you guys put out who are also fans of trans porn?
I've never really come across it either way. Mm-hmm. Usually anybody, and most of my fans are gay men that like bears. I mean, that's for the most part, or are guys that are in the BBW. At least those are the ones that have been in contact with me. I imagine there's crossover. Trans porn is immensely popular and has been for the last couple of years. So there's got to be, crossover and fandoms and so forth. I've just no one's ever said anything to me one way or the other. So I have to imagine since there has been growing categories and there's a lot of it out there and it's immensely popular and a lot of it's really well done, there's got to be. No one's ever said anything to me either way.
Here comes the next weird question. And if I don't ask this one right, I might actually cut it out of the episode because everybody gets in trouble for everything these days. But it's 2021, right? And everybody loves everybody no matter what. We have to do that or else we're hateful. Okay, that's kind of where we're at right now. So,
right,
if I were to ask you, would you participate in trans porn? And then you said no. Would that get you labeled as like a bigot, even though you might not be attracted to that? And there's nothing wrong with not being attracted to something or somebody, but we're kind of in a weird spot where you kind of have to say, oh yeah, definitely, then just not do it.
Yeah, I mean, not my bag, but I would never be against anybody ever doing it themselves.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I consider myself, and it's like I'm a hobbyist, so it's not like I'm doing it for any other reason except for the reason I want to do it. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't rally anybody I don't really, cultivate anybody or, I don't really approach very many ladies to work with anyways. I let Tim do most of that work. I'm just not a big fan of trans porn. It's just not my bag.
Right.
But,
nothing wrong with that.
I respect everything they do. There's some beautiful performers out there. Just nothing that I had any type of interest in. But that's, fine.
It's like me.
You know what? We can correlate the rise of trans porn directly with that episode of Sons of Anarchy, where the 19-year-old, or he might be younger, I don't know, got sucked off by the trans person, lady, and now rise of trans porn.
Now it's everywhere. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like personally, I'm not attracted to penis. I'm attracted to big ass. Right, I like a lot of ass. I don't like penis. It's not doesn't turn me on. So it's not my deal. But everybody is entitled to the things they like, and they can enjoy them and have fun. And everybody is, hey, love is love, baby. Love is love. Right? Okay.
Yeah, love is love. It's all signal. So
it's all whatever the hell he said. I can't remember. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I have to bring the show down for a minute, Randy. I'm sorry, but I think this is important. Okay. A long time ago, Angus, you probably don't know this about me, but I had a very successful podcast from 2012 to 2014 called Torn Think Tank. It was a World of Warcraft advice podcast, the first of its kind and the only of its kind. I left that show famously after a disagreement with my old co-host. But that's not the story I'm telling. Back in the early days of Triple T, we had a new audience who were consuming new content, and it was different than anything else that was out in the World of Warcraft community at the time. So people kind of would latch on to that or do their own thing or kind of, mimic what we did or whatever it was. And in the first few episodes, we had a couple people who would do a show called Triple T After Dark. Now, it wasn't an official show. They would hang out in the chat room right after me and Jules left for the night. And there would be a bunch of fans just hanging out and talking. And they called it Triple T After Dark. And then, and then my old co-host famously got a hold of them and said, don't do that anymore because you're scoring points off our name, and we put a lot of work into it, and you haven't. And then he didn't listen to the show anymore. He didn't come back. Anyways, this guy's name was Epic Insanity. Okay, that was his Twitter name. And I've complained about him in the past. I was never a fan of his anyways. I thought he was kind of I wasn't a fan of his. Let's just put it that way. All right. Well, this guy died a few days ago. All right.
Shit.
He fucking died. And it's sad.
Way to soften that blow, Rim.
Yeah.
How about it?
I reached out to because he was doing a podcast called Frozen Nerds. I don't know if they had stopped doing it or not, but he had friends in the community, and that's fine. So I reached out to his old co-host and said, I'm sorry if you lost it. It really sucks. I know he was a fan early on. But I don't even know where I was going with that. I just kind of want to say he died. I feel weird about it. Dude, I didn't know him. I didn't really like him. I found out
that this guy I went to high school with, James Brown, died. And it shook me to my core because, I went to school with him for a year. And he taught me a couple of things. And, he was a bigger guy. I'm a bigger guy. And it just kind of shook me. And maybe you get the feels, Rim.
It's a lot more prevalent now.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people. I mean, people are always dying, but it seems to be a lot more obviously for obvious reasons. A kid, he was in my circle. He was in my social circle in high school. He actually went on to date one of my sister's friends for a long time. He just recently died of COVID-related causes.
Oh.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, the dude is like, he wasn't even 50,
man.
And he's been taken out. And that's the kind of thing where it's like your brain just goes, fuck, this shit's real. And it's the older you get, the more real it gets because the odds of someone that dying goes up significantly the older you get.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen.
I don't think this guy died of COVID stuff because this is a community that would let you know it was COVID, right? They have to let you know,
right?
If it's the whatever. So I don't think so because that would have been the first thing. It's like, if he had died of COVID, the thing would be Epic Insanity died, rest in peace, wear a mask. But none of that happened, so it was something else.
Right.
But so there's two people I work with passed away this year, possibly a third. We're trying to confirm. He's retired. There's a lot of death in my life this year, and it's weird, and it's freaking me out. You get those little 2-minute panic attacks while you're driving. Holy shit. I had a guy, I was driving to New Haven the other day, and I'm just cruising along, and I look up in my mirror, and this guy is barreling at me, like doing 50 miles an hour faster than I am. And I'm like, oh shit. And I have
just
to
kicking
swerve.
water up and
Yeah. And he goes into the left-hand breakdown lane to get around me. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, goddamn. So, anyways, hug your friends, tell them you love them, and hug your family, and tell you, and your pets and all that stuff. Hug everybody. More love is what this goddamn.
And go listen to the song Flowers by Hurt.
Yes. Listen to everything by Hurt, actually. Listen to a lot of Hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Randy.
My favorite band, Rim.
Yeah, I know it is. Those first 2 albums are amazing. Angus.
Yeah.
All right. On that World of Warcraft podcast, I used to give advice, right? It was an advice podcast, and we do that here at the Rich Dickman Show. We also like to talk about people who do stupid things and call them dicks of the week. So I'll let you choose. What would you like to do first, Angus? Would you like to give some advice, or would you like to make fun of people?
let's get some advice so we can get that out of the way and go right to the fun stuff.
Okay. Let's give some advice.
And can I make a producer's note real quick? Oh, no.
Yeah. After the song.
You want segments?
I don't want to stop.
You got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
Producer's note.
Okay, my producer's note is you're going to notice some format changes because there's literally, I had to fire the guy in the mailroom. There's literally letters that have been gathering since the start of the show. And so I'm slowly going to put those into the show. And so you'll notice that I've included their name and their town and state. Because I got that from the envelope, and I figure they'll be happy to know that their letter got read, kind of.
Randy, I'm more excited than anything that you're contributing. So thank you. Thank you for producing this. All right.
Well, it's the guy in the mailroom contributing. I'm just telling him to contribute.
That you just fired, right?
Yeah.
Well, I hired a new guy. Guy. His name is Andy.
Yeah. And
I think he's going to work out. He's pretty handsome.
Randy discovered a couple weeks ago that as executive producer, he's in charge of the interns and getting all this stuff together. So finally, I got content back. All right. So Janet from Lawton, Oklahoma writes, my partner came out as polyamorous and revealed they have another partner. The other partner knows about me, but I'm monogamous and didn't know about them. What should I do? This feels crummy. And this is Randy. These are like more advice like questions than we used to do. So man. All right. So Janet has a partner who's polyamorous.
Yep.
And the partner of the partner knows about Janet, but Janet didn't know about the polyamory and is monogamous herself. Angus, as somebody who regularly heads to Vegas to have sex with, random women on film, do you have any thoughts on this type of relationship?
Well, the polyamorous partner kind of screwed the pooch there by not revealing that kind of stuff to the monogamous partner right out of the gate.
Yeah, this is dick of the week territory.
Yeah, this is kind of dick of the, I mean, I don't want to be super judgy about the situation, but I mean, the only way polyamory works, at least from what I've researched and know, is that you have an open and completely honest communication with your partners. Now, if some partner isn't on board, then, they're not going to be part of the whole thing. You have to decide not to be with that partner, or you work out some sort of arrangement or whatnot. I mean, I just not being honest and upfront kind of dropped the ball on that situation.
Yeah.
Her feeling crummy. Well, it's absolutely understandable because she thought she was in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
Is this, I mean, I can't say there's a thin line because there's, but I don't know, some guys maybe consider themselves polyamorous, but they're just cheaters.
They just want to fuck.
And that comes, well, yeah. And that comes into the territory of not being open.
Well, they said
and
partner,
honest.
so it could be the other way around. It could be a female to a male.
Well, yeah, that's right. I'm just, because, I'm just assuming, which thank you for pointing that out.
Randy, dudes are assholes. It's okay.
Yeah, and I'm kind of running on the dude or assholes kind of the mode there. But yeah, whoever it is, whatever gender, they really should have brought that up if they started to get into a sexual relationship with the monogamous partner.
Yeah.
because that's the kind of thing where you should kind of be on the same page. It's like, oh, yeah, and I don't know how to tell the monogamous partner what to do. I mean,
I know what to tell.
They should lay their cards out on the table. Well, yeah, should lay their cards out on the table and like, yeah, it's going to be this way or not, because this is what I need, and they should not sell themselves short for what they need.
Angus, you are completely right. All right, you're completely right, and I'm going to finish it for you, okay? And I'm going to tell you, a couple weeks ago, we had a friend of our show, Adam from Houston, on talking about getting into a polyamorous relationship with his new girlfriend, right? And he knew about that going in, and he's perfectly okay with that. Awesome. Janet, get your ass out of that relationship, because this dude, I'm assuming it's a dude, already lied to you, all right? And now you know you can't trust him, and you're not polyamorous to begin with, all right? That's a whole different mindset. That's a whole different way of life. Like, you gotta be okay with your partners, and then you gotta go out and find your own partners to match them. That's hard. That's a lot of work. So if you're not polyamorous, you don't want to become polyamorous.
If you don't want to be polyamorous, I mean,
get out.
Both partners don't have to be polyamorous. One partner can be monogamous. They just have to know and understand what the situation is.
Right.
The monogamous partner come on. Dating is exhausting. And this is the thing with like polyamory is like, where do you find the fucking time? Sure, you want to fuck a lot of people, but polyamory kind of implies that you're having actual relationships with multiple people. Otherwise, you're swinging, and
I can barely keep up with one. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You got time and effort you got to put into that, and that's exhausting. But you can have a relationship where there's one person that's monogamous if they're okay with the other person being poly.
Right.
It just has to be laid out and discussed and agreed upon. Rules maybe or parameters have to be agreed upon. So. But I mean, they're starting off on the wrong foot now that the one monogamous partner knows that the polyamorous partner is polyamory before the other partner told them.
Yeah. Randy, you got thoughts?
Yeah, the root cause analysis on this breaks down pretty simple. You have a lack of communication due to a lack of trust. This person doesn't feel they can be vulnerable with you about how they're feeling, which maybe they're polyamorous, maybe they're just bored and they want to get out there and try something new. But either way, they should have talked to you about that. And but you got to figure out why they don't trust you, why they can't be vulnerable around you. And what I would say is if this is a serious relationship that you're committed to, I would definitely recommend counseling, because you got to work on that trust issue before any relationship is going to be successful. And trust leads to communication.
Get out. Not a fiance.
Yeah, communication being key.
Not a wife, not a husband. Get out. Find somebody else. All right. Let's do one more, because we have some dick of the week too.
Okay.
We got a full show tonight, Angus. We got a full show. All right. So this one is from Julene from Reed City, Mississippi. Oh my God. We got listeners in Mississippi. Holy shit. We got 12 listeners, Randy, and I didn't think we had any in Mississippi. Did we grow to 13 or what? Like, you got
most of these are from when Huel was here, bud.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a long
it's legacy.
Yeah. Goddamn. All right. Julian, Reed City.
But
Mr. Dickman needs management around here.
Yeah.
Apparently that was me.
Yeah. Sorry, Bailey.
And apparently Ray of Sunshine didn't do shit. My son's birthday party is in 3 weeks, and I am planning on inviting his entire class, except for one classmate, as I don't appreciate his parents/family. What could happen if I did so? Am I obligated in any way here? I wonder why they don't appreciate the other. I wonder what the story is. Julian, write in again if you hear this. I want to know the story.
Kind of want to know the details there.
Yeah. Was it a Facebook feud? Did you like a Twitter post you weren't supposed to? Like, what's the deal? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
They probably bought one of those My Pillows.
Raisins into potato salad, one other time or something like that.
Or it's Jeanette's situation. You know what I mean? And
what's your situation?
No,
They don't like
Jeanette,
bananas?
the previous listener, the previous listener.
Yeah,
maybe,
that's right. The one group is polyamory.
maybe
the one couple is polyamory.
Yeah, maybe like what if it was like that movie Crash that won an Emmy, where all the stories connected and all these people like died, and all these people were interconnected in some way.
Well, it is a small town in Mississippi, so probably odds are maybe they're cousins and they don't like each other.
Angus bringing the fire. That's right. So I'm gonna take this one first, all right? Because as a parent, I've dealt with this situation before. In my children's school, right? The teachers say, if you're not inviting the whole class, please don't bring the invitations to school. Send them out on your own, right? Because the teachers don't want to have to deal with the people who don't get invited. So, Julene, this one's easy. Nothing's going to happen. You invite everybody privately, and you go have a party. You're never obligated to invite anybody unless the people that you don't appreciate have invited you to many things. And then you're kind of screwed because then you become an asshole. But do it in private.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why they don't like them.
Oh, good point, Angus.
Yeah.
You got kids. What do you do?
Some bad hot tub situation.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Michael Scott, like, a Michael Scott situation where Pam and Jim never wanted to invite him over or go to his house.
With her birthdays, it was always a limited group, within, her close friends. Sorry, I got to feed my dogs. So it's not like the entire, class was ever invited in the first place. So, but I like that idea about not handing out the invitations in class, because that just, puts it bad on the kid that doesn't get invited, and it's probably not the kid's fault, especially if it's the parents they don't like. So right. I like that idea. That's probably the best solution. But then again, you got to hope that some of the other kids don't blurt out about the birthday party they all went to, over the weekend, and the one kid doesn't do it. But at least it allows the kid to save some face.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. We just kept a much more narrow band as far as birthday party. My daughter always had so many friends; it was just overwhelmed as it was.
Angus,
so it was just
have any of the parents ever recognized you?
No.
Okay, thank God, right?
No. It's what I mean. We're very niche, to begin with, and it's and the platforms that you find Tim's stuff on. If it ever came that someone actually recognized me, I'm sure they'd probably either mention it in private or just be too damn embarrassed to actually say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not.
You got to make me
like,
a promise, Angus, right here, right now.
Sure.
If anyone ever approaches you and says, "Dude, I like your tiny ass," or something like that, I don't know.
I like your deflated ass.
Yes, I love it. If they come and they say that to you, call the voicemail. 860-316-4776 and tell us about it. Or tell DM Rim and we'll get you back on the show.
Back on the show, absolutely.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
I just wanted to plug the voicemail, sorry.
Because I don't it would be very difficult. Angus, let's say we had kids attend the same school, right? And I just happened to recognize you one day, right? And like what I would do, this is how I would approach the situation. It's like I'd come up to you, "Hey man, what's going on?" Right? And I'd get friendly with you. To the point where I felt comfortable enough to say, I've seen your whole asshole, right? Just see what happens. Either you hit me or we're best friends. But yeah,
I would laugh. I would probably laugh my ass off because I know exactly what you were talking about. So you just come to like, "Hey, dude, I've seen you fuck." As long as you're not giving like a list of critiques, like I really think you should be doing this differently.
Oh shit!
I don't like the way you do it.
That was for later in the show. Yeah, that's for Dick of the Week. When I become Dick of the Week and I give you advice on how to sex better on.
Usually, the first question becomes, "How do I get into the business?"
Yeah.
You know what, Rim? I'm surprised that NFHC hasn't turned our Dick of the Week segment into us just getting dick pics to our email.
Don't do that. Don't even.
One can hope.
Don't say that.
One can hope.
richdickmanshow@gmail.com.
Some guy was Rabbit.
Look at all your dick pics.
A friend of Who Gives a Shit, Rabbit, posted a dick pic in our Not Safe for Work general channel, and I don't know if it was his or not, but he put a dick pic in there, and I just wrote it was photoshopped. Like, I don't believe your dick is that big. So
I don't believe it's that big, buddy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, Randy, do you have any thoughts for Julene here and not inviting other people, or are you good with what Angus and I got going on?
I really appreciate what you guys said. The only thing I would add is the only person that can pull this off is a bad bitch like Regina George. Like her mom could probably pull it off. So if you're in the Mean Girls universe, Mean Girls, Rim.
Nope.
Oh, Siri's telling you. So Mean Girls, it's a great movie. You should watch it with your daughter.
Yeah, it's an awesome movie.
Was that before or after I watched Harry Potter? Because I'm not watching that shit either.
It was when Lindsay Lohan was kind of hot.
Oh, okay.
And she wasn't drunk all the time.
That's even hotter. What's wrong with that, Angus? That's everything. Everything's wrong. Poor, please get help. Help her.
So if you're Regina George, you can do it at school, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And just let the teachers deal with it.
So
yeah,
it's a lot more cutthroat. I'm assuming this is like elementary school.
Maybe. I like to look at all extremes. I like to poke holes in our scenarios. So, try and really flush them out.
What?
So I think you should account for Regina George is all I'm saying. Watch Mean Girls, learn how to make her fat and destroy her life. And then she gets hit by a car and she totally she goes from heel to face. Yeah. Or a bus. Yeah. Like she totally turns face at the end of the movie. Like totally. That's your arc. That's your story arc. If your kid can pull it off. I don't know if your kid can pull this off.
She probably can. Kids are talented. We got to believe in kids and their abilities, right? Kids are the future.
It's a well-written movie, actually. What's her name? Tina Fey wrote the screenplay for it.
Wow.
That's right.
Wrote the screenplay for Mean Girls. Yeah, it's an excellent movie.
I have to wear pink on Wednesdays at work. Is it Wednesdays or Tuesdays or Thursdays?
What?
When they wear pink.
Oh gosh, I don't remember those details.
Let me hold on. If only there were a device. When
Randy, I'm going to send you Angus's number. You guys are hitting it off. This is great. I love developing new friendships.
Girls.
We're doing all the geek stuff.
Yeah.
Wednesdays. I was right. We wear pink on Wednesdays.
You're watching Dynamite on Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. You're not watching anything else. AEW. Yeah, Kristen's nodding her head. Okay, let us
AEW.
Let us get into some Dick of the Week.
On to Dick of the Week.
Yeah, Angus, you did great. You did great. Thank you. And we got some Dick of the Week here.
Thank you.
Let's see who's the biggest dick this week. Oh, God damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here is our first nominee.
Randy, Dick of the Week is Ray because he still gets paid for this shit. Like he left the show. We still got to pay him for the fucking bumpers. All right, so I brought something in.
Yeah,
it's fucking bullshit. I brought something in. I found this on Twitter. And I'm going to play this video. All you need is the audio. Okay, this is a school board meeting, and so here you go.
You guys work for us in this environment. You answer to us, and I'm asking that you do not pass this policy in Virginia.
Thank you so much, Ms. Thomas.
Here we go. This is where it gets good. You. Listen.
I've seen this.
Phil McCracken. Phil McCracken. Sook.
What the fuck?
Sook Madik.
Sook Mahiggett. Ophelia McHawk.
Ophelia McCup.
McHawk.
He's reading names. They're not there. These people aren't there to speak.
Eileen Dover.
I leaned over.
Eileen Dover. Don Kiddick.
Don Kiddick.
Wayne Kerr.
Wanker.
Wayne Kerr.
He takes so long to check somebody off of a checklist.
I put it in the chat, and I'll post it on the website with the post of the episode. But he's just reading these names because people put in time to speak, and he's just reading them like freaking Mo answering the phone at the goddamn Mo's bar in Simpsons.
Yeah, it's some Bart Simpson level shit there.
It's amazing, and he doesn't pick up on it. He just Don Kiddick. Don Keatic?
Don Keatic.
Can I get a Don
Oh,
Keatic?
I get it now. God, I'm too fucking high. Here, I was trying to take it seriously. I was like, this guy's checking off a checklist, and he's real slow. Like, I was analyzing his speech pattern, like, in his cadence.
Yeah, the way he's saying it, yeah, you kind of have to put it together because it is so, like, low key. Yeah. But dude, when you grok on what's going down, it's like, what's the next one? Oh, Ophelia, my dick.
Phil McCracken. Can somebody find Phil McCracken? All right.
I don't know. Phil McCracken. I get it now.
If the dick, if the guy is a dick for reading the things, the people, I don't know. That's a good one. All right. Let's see.
It's not the kids who senior pranked him.
No.
It's not the kids. God bless those kids.
No.
You know what?
Yeah, they deserve kudos, man.
Yep.
All right, hold on. I'm being redirected here. I'm going to put this in the chat, and I will read the story. Here it goes. This is our second Dick of the Week submission. Imagine you are on a... Oh, it's another video, Randy? Oh, fuck. Okay. Imagine you are on a plane peacefully sleeping, and you wake up to this. Go ahead. This is a video, Angus. I'm so sorry, but it's 14 seconds, and there's no sound. Oh, it sounds there. Oh, come on. Okay. So these people are on a plane trying to fly. They have to wear masks and everything. It's so uncomfortable. And there's this woman dancing up and down the aisle while they're trying to relax. I hate flying, and not because I hate the plane. I hate flying because you're so cramped, right? It's like moving cattle across the world. It's awful. Flying is just terrible. I hate everything about it. And in having that shit, like you're just trying to chill out and relax. Maybe you're a little nervous.Maybe there's some turbulence. And this bitch is just going up and down the aisle, just dancing like that, just for TikTok views. Oh man, I'd be so annoyed. Whew.
But you wouldn't say anything.
I wouldn't because I'm I can keep to myself. I can, yeah. Would you say something?
That's what I respect. That's what I appreciates about Jews. God, no, I wouldn't say anything. Bless her heart. I wish I had her energy and motivation for other people's affection.
Angus,
but,
would you tell
I learned to detach a while ago.
I'd probably be reserved unless she was getting like really belligerent or obnoxious. I mean, super belligerent. Was she wearing a mask or was she not?
Oh, she was wearing a mask.
She was wearing a mask. Okay, well, see, that softens the blow a little. I'd be like, what the fuck, whatever. I could pay attention to my own shit. But unless she was getting in people's face and getting really pushy, otherwise I'd just be like, whatever, it's going to be over soon. But, it is an asshole. It is an asshole move because everybody's fucking tense up on an airplane. You don't know what's going to happen. You're cramped. Like you said, you're cramped inside the jet. You're thousands of feet in the air. You're just sitting in a plane right now with the idea that any one of these assholes could have COVID, or there could be terrorists that would jump out or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good ideal situation. So anybody that does stuff to kind of just make you even more uncomfortable is a serious dick move. That's in the lead for me as far as my opinion goes.
All right. So
Rim. I want to book the Young Bucks to turn. I want to book the Young Bucks to turn face by super kicking this girl on BTE.
Okay, send that into them. Okay. Oh shit! There's something else I just want to add on to that, and I don't remember what it was. Fuck! My memory is falling apart. Even I'm doing all these mushroom pills, all these lion's mane pills, and it's supposed to. It's not okay. Here's our last submission for Dick of the Week. I think everybody will appreciate this one.
Alex Jones sell those, Rim?
No, these are from Amazon, not Alex Jones brand. All right. Lion's mane mushrooms are very good for you, Randy. You should get on a mushroom regimen. And, one day here in Connecticut, we'll have psilocybin.
I'm going to do an all liquid diet. Apparently, we're getting the sleeve, Rim.
Psilocybin.
I want to announce we're getting the sleeve.
Oh, no shit. Really?
Yep.
Psychedelic mushrooms.
Yep. My insurance, if they'll pay for it, I don't know.
Wow.
But if they'll pay for it, I'm going to do it. It's going to be a hell of a journey.
Randy, I'm not going to quit podcasting at 200 if you do it. That's an amazing journey to go on, and I want to be there with you. I'm sorry, Angus, I interrupted you.
Yeah. Oh, the sleeve. That's actually where you put a sleeve is being put on your stomach or something, right?
Yeah. Yep. You got to shrink your stomach first.
Yeah, and it's
and your fatty liver.
Yeah, and it cuts down on your intake of calories because you just can't eat as much, and then you lose weight. So good luck with that.
I mean, I like.
Yeah,
you know what?
they'll
Randy?
pay for it. I got to quit marijuana thoe.
A dirty joke, and I don't.
That's a rule.
Want to. You got to. No, you can't. Wait, you love that stuff though.
I love marijuana. Like, if I could make love to marijuana, like, you know how you said you got to have a thing to get off?
Yeah.
I think about that scene from Harold and Kumar. That's my thing. Like, marijuana's almost my number one. Like, she's, you know, like, if I were going to be a pimp, she would be my bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's,
I find that slightly
to
offensive.
steal from Dave Chappelle. No, that's a Dave Chappelle bit. It's on Netflix.
Oh, then it's fine. Any Dave Chappelle bit is fine. All the Dave Chappelle stuff is good.
Yeah, if it's on.
Yeah. If Dave Chappelle says it.
I'm a future government censor, goddammit, Rim. Oh. I know what's offensive and what's not. I'm studying this culture. Okay, I laugh at it every day.
Let me know if you are doing it, because then I gotta readjust my contract with Mr. Dickman. All right. So our last story tonight from BusinessInsider.com, August 24th, 2021. Andrew Cuomo left his dog Captain at the governor's mansion after he moved out and reportedly asked if anyone could keep him. Here's a little bit of the story. Outgoing Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York has been without his dog, Captain, ever since moving out of the governor's mansion last week, Albany Times-Union reported. Monday was Cuomo's last day in office. On August 10th, he announced his resignation with 2 weeks' notice amid the fallout from accusations of sexual harassment from 11 women, blah, 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 blah. Cuomo has been staying with one of his sisters ever since leaving the mansion in Albany, but staff at the residence were asked if anyone would like to keep his dog, Times-Union reported. Captain has nipped a few people at the mansion since being adopted in 2018. Two state police sources who spoke with the Times-Union said a mansion staffer recently took the dog home for a few days, but decided he was too much. Cuomo spokesperson Rich Azzopardi, who recently described his boss as being railroaded in the sexual harassment scandal, told the Times-Union the arrangement was temporary until Cuomo returned from a vacation he plans to take upon leaving office. So you got this asshole Cuomo gets a dog, right? And you get the dog for clout,
to look good.
To look good, and he has to quit his job because he's an asshole, right? And he doesn't want the dog anymore because the dog's an asshole, right? Just like what's that dog that died that Biden had that bit people? Major, like
Bo?
Politicians with asshole dogs biting.
Or
people.
Was that Obama? Or was that his son?
No, that was
who's
Major.
Bo to Biden?
Bo was his son. God damn it, he had brain cancer and died. And he told all the Gold Star families about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Sorry, Rim. Jesus Christ, I didn't know that was so sensitive for you.
I'm sorry, your son died in Kabul. But mine had brain cancer and died. Anyways, Andrew Cuomo, major asshole, trying to give this dog away. Does anybody want? Just
the dog's an asshole too, which makes it even worse. But
yeah, like. Who took care of the dog?
Can I weigh in here, Rim?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
As somebody, I just put a dog down last Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Her name was Willow. She was a good girl. She was the queen.
Buster will help her over the Rainbow Bridge.
House. Oh, yeah. She's got Tankers up there and Molly. Mm-hmm. She'll be good. But she's a good girl, and she slept at my feet all the way up until the day that she died. So, but same day, good news. We got a new dog named Otis, a golden doodle. He's 15 weeks old, and he has a lot of energy. And but he's currently been in here. He's currently been here the whole podcast and has not made noise. I don't know if he ate something and died.
Unlike my dog, which is barking at a tree for the last 10 minutes.
No. You should leave him at the governor's mansion just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
3 weeks at the governor's mansion with Andrew Cuomo. He'll come back, brand new dog.
Does Newsom have a dog?
He'll get sexually harassed
when he gets recalled in a few weeks.
Rim, do you think...
I don't want to get into that, but I hope the hell Newsom doesn't get recalled. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's some YouTuber that's leading, Larry something. But Rim, do you think this is the timeline where Andrew Cuomo ends up having sex with that dog?
No, Randy. No, not at all. No.
Okay. I was just wondering what the probability was. It's quantum mechanics.
No, there's a timeline.
I don't know where that's where he was going with it.
Yeah, there's a timeline that exists where Andrew Cuomo is doing like fetish porn with his pierced nipples, but not fucking dogs. My God.
Have you ever watched Mr. Pickles?
Actually, I've seen it, but I haven't really watched like full episodes. It's demented though.
Yeah, you get high and watch that show, and oh my God, Mr. Pickles, be a good boy. Yeah, it's really good. It's about this demonic dog that runs this town, all for this little boy's affection and pickles. And and then there's Sheriff, who's completely oblivious, and it's on Adult Swim, Rim. It's on demand, but he does everything for pickles, but like he murders people, he has sex with their heads, and there's lots of heavy metal music. I really think that it might be some sort of satanic thing, and I dig it, man. Mr. Pickles. I recommend it 10 out of 10. While you're waiting on Rick and Morty. Mr. Pickles. And they're only 11-minute episodes, so you can get them in on like a lunch break.
Oh, like moral oral. Let's recap what we have.
My favorite episode of that, is whenever he takes his special glaze all around the neighborhood and he knocks up all the women. What if that happened in Texas right now? What are all those women going to do?
They got 6 weeks. They got 6 weeks to figure it out. Otherwise, you can call them. You get a reward, apparently. God damn. All right, so we have the school prank at the school board with huge erection. We've got the bitch dancing on the plane while people are trying to relax, and then we got Cuomo for leaving his dog behind after he got kicked out of being a governor. So, gentlemen, think of your selections. There's 3 of us, so we should be able to settle on a Dick of the Week.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
Angus, we're going to go to you first. Who's our Dick of the Week?
Cuomo.
Okay, Cuomo. Any specific reason besides leaving the dog?
Or he's just a piece of shit. Leaving the dog. Yeah, he's a piece of shit to begin with. Leaving the dog, making the dog an asshole. There's plenty of reasons there. Just letting everybody down and being an asshole. Yeah, Cuomo.
Yeah, okay.
Cuomo for multiple reasons.
How about killing all the old people in the nursing homes? I think he's pretty shitty.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Randy.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Randy, who you got?
Well, I did put a dog down. You know what I mean? Yeah. And in her memory, I think that I have to say that if she were ever to fly and that bitch was trying to sleep and some girl was dancing, she would bark and she would be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Because nobody disturbed that dog while she was fucking sleeping. Mm-hmm. So I got to say, Dick of the Week is definitely this girl dancing on a goddamn plane.
Okay.
While people were trying to sleep. All right.
I'm going to break the tie. Angus, Dick of the Week is Andrew Cuomo. I almost said Mario. Andrew Cuomo, Dick of the Week, because that guy fucking sucks. Fuck that guy. All right. That's our Dick of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that improv, Rim? I wanted you to have something to say.
I love all of your improv, Randy. I'm a big improv guy. That's why I would be good at... Oh, look at the dog. Kristen's got it up there. That's why I would be good at porn, because I'm really good at improv.
Oh.
I'd be the...
Is that the Labradoodle?
Yeah. His name is Otis.
I'm sorry. Hey, Angus, did you...
Golden Doodle. He's a golden doodle.
In the early 2000s...
Golden Retriever Poodle.
Before Marilyn Chambers died, she released three XXX videos. Still Insatiable was the first one. All right. I don't remember the names of the other 2, but she did 3, and then she passed away. Did you remember those? Did you see them?
I did not see them. I know Marilyn Chambers, obviously, but I don't think I saw any of those. That was also early aughts. I was with my first wife, and she wasn't big on porn. So I had to hide my porn and see very little of it.
Yeah. Understandable.
My God, I did too. And this one time, she was working, supposed to be.
God damn
and I was cleaning the house, and I decided to just stop and
now I'm just a creep who brings
tug on your balls.
Porn. Huh? Yeah, tug on my balls, Randy. Tug on the balls.
Well, no, this is okay.
All right. I don't even know where I was going with it. Something about acting in porn with improv, but it's okay. Randy. You know what?
Well, I had to act with improv because I was masturbating into the shower with music playing, and she came home and I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
So I had to improv and, be like, "Oh, I was cleaning the drain."
That's a figurative way to put it. Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on a second. I got to.
Didn't work. Here. Totally knew I was jerking it.
Well, yeah. You know what?
I'm sure she was not fooled.
No, because hold on. I got to write this down.
Cleaning the drain.
There is a very specific face and posture, and there's a very specific telltale signs of when a man is masturbating. Right, and so like anybody looking at a dude who was just caught jerking off would know they were jerking off. It's hard to hide.
That was the good old days, Rim, when I could still do it standing. Reminiscing. You gotta
good old days.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Voicemails. That's right. We got some voicemails this week. This one's long. Sorry, Angus. This is a long one, but Randy likes it. Okay. I used to love it, and I don't anymore, just because Ray's not here.
Thanks for calling the Dickman line at 860-316-4776.
Yeah.
Please leave a message after the beep. It's voicemails.
All right. We got a couple of real voicemails this week. The rest of them are trying to get my warranty extended.
Woo! I apologize in advance.
Did I lose everyone, or
nope?
We're just waiting for the.
Okay. You probably can't hear it on your end because my system sucks.
No.
But Randy heard it earlier. He said it was fine. All right. All right. So that was a party of some people.
The car warranty one came through.
Yeah. Maybe because it was all over the place. Like somebody wasn't like talking in right into the phone. It was just a bunch of noise. Anyways, here's the next one. I'm sorry, Angus, if you can't hear this one either.
Andy, I love you.
It's okay.
Shit-faced, your daughter. My daughter is getting shit-faced. Are we going to porn stars again? Yep. And it's really dick all the way. Woo!
I hope you don't have to beep anything.
Was that Kristen's family getting drunk and then calling the show?
Not her family, just her mother.
Oh, just her mother. Okay.
Oh!
And her friends.
Yeah. Kind of wish my mom would get drunk and call the show. I don't want to talk to her too much. She went crazy over the past year and a half. Yeah. Oh, wow. You okay?
Because people are scared, Rim.
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't want to do any of these, get my warranties shits. And it looks like my vehicle. No, I don't want to do that one. Okay. So thank you, Kristen's mother, for letting us in behind the scenes of the party. And Kristen, I hope you got shit-faced, like she said. Yeah? Okay. Half a thumb. All right. All right. Where are we at
Orange
now?
Cassidy.
Here. Okay. I wanted to go just real quick. I wanted to wrap up a couple things.
When can you give me enough time to do my weekly promo on Walter until he leaves a voicemail?
Oh, go for it.
Walter.
Hold on. Wait.
You piece of shit. What?
I was gonna tell Angus who Walter was.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Yeah, who's Walter?
Angus, we got a friend of the show.
Piece of shit.
Walter. He's been on the show twice. And he does internet radio. He's got at thatmetalstation.com. And he does Walter's Wall of Woe, the most destructive metal you can find on the internet. Every Friday from 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, you can cut your promo on Walter now, Randy.
Okay, Walter. Look, man, I'm not going to yell at you anymore. I'm not going to call you names. I'm not even going to run you down. I'm just going to say, ease my bad vibe with you, man, before I have to yell at you. Call our voicemail. If you don't, then you're a piece of shit. You call NFHC like 3 times and really pump up their voicemails. Walter, you have another 6 minutes in you. Get Trevor. He's gold. He's an endless machine. He's a fucking golden goose laying eggs. Just record. All right.
All right.
Oh, and
Oh.
I'm telling you this because you thought my story about Greg at Papa John's being a fucking con man and comparing you to him was fucking bad. I can get a lot worse, brother. And I will. I've seen some shit.
He's been a nom, dude. You never saw it unless you were a nom. And I saw it go down.
Yeah,
no, dude, I saw like 9/11.
Man.
I saw 9/11 happen in my 6th grade math class.
Yep.
So, I was pretty traumatized by that.
Yeah. Angus, where were you when 9/11?
So how come crashing into you is the podcast that makes 9/11 jokes? Has it been long enough? Yeah. No, it hasn't. No, but we're going to do it anyways.
20 years.
As a future government censor, I approve this. Yeah. I'll come crashing into you, Walter, like a hijacked plane from Al-Qaeda. But really, it's Saudi Arabia, probably.
Yeah.
And then we'll explode some towers in your anus.
What's old is new again. Taliban's back in charge. They got a whole bunch of new equipment, right? It's 20 years and you can make all the jokes you want, buddy. It's fine.
They have all the equipment, but they shut it off remotely, Rim. Maybe the U.S. government's dick of the weeks for not letting the Taliban have their spoils of war. You know what I mean? Remotely? Like, how shitty is that? Yeah, they have all this fucking equipment that won't start. So first thing is they're going to find the smartest motherfucker that they can find up in that thing. It doesn't matter if he fought with America. They're going to be like, listen, smart motherfucker, you're going to come here and you're going to unwire all this shit so we can unleash hell.
Yeah.
And that's how I'd handle it. If I was the Taliban.
I'm the type of guy who likes to hedge my bets, so I just want to say this. If anybody from the Taliban is listening to the Rich Dickman show, I just want to say, hey, you know what? I'll give you a chance. I think everybody's pretty rad, right? I like to talk to people, I like to talk to everybody. And should the Taliban take over the United States of America, what's up? Why are you laughing? What?
Rim, what? You can't invite the Taliban on the podcast.
Why not?
Yeah, dude, that's a little fucked up.
Yeah, they just killed 13 fucking Marines.
Okay.
Besides, we got our own version of the Taliban here.
Yeah, I'll talk.
Yeah.
I know the Taliban wants to get on social media to congratulate the Texas governing body on their very.
I really like season 4 of Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. We'll talk to Governor Wheelchair, as Crippled Jesus calls him, and say, "Hey, man, what the fuck? What's up?" I learned that Greg Abbott he got rich because a tree fell on him, which caused his wheelchair injury, and then he sued the motherfuckers whose tree fell on him, and he got a lot of money. And then when he became governor, they got rid of the law that allowed you to sue for things like that. So the people
isn't that the storyline for the dude in The Big Lebowski?
That is so much on brand. It's like stunning.
Yeah.
What about The Big Lebowski?
Yeah, the dude who hires Lebowski to go look for
the other Lebowski.
Yeah, the other Lebowski. I forgot that detail. Jesus, I've watched that movie 9 times. But anyways,
not very carefully, I guess.
Yeah, I'm always altered. But that dude's storyline is exactly like that. That's how he became rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, wasn't it like he didn't even have control of the money? His daughter actually had control of the money because it wasn't even his money to begin with. In The Big Lebowski, it was what's her name was actually had control of the money. The father was just a fucking nut job who thought he was rich and powerful, but he wasn't.
Wow.
Which is added to the whole irony of it.
I've never seen that movie either.
That's Greg Abbott's arc.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, that actually fits. It's very much on brand.
See, I get through life by just thinking everybody's an asshole and making fun of them all. Let's go here.
Okay.
Angus, my man.
Yeah.
You going out to shoot this weekend? Is that what you're saying? Or is it next weekend?
No, next week.
Next
week during the midweek.
Do you know who you're shooting with?
Midweek. Yes, Sydney Screams.
Oh shit! Okay.
First time with her. She's lovely girl. We've talked a lot on Twitter and so forth. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
And then a girl named Rebel Rocker, who's a friend of ours. She's already done one scene with Swine.
Solid name.
She
yeah, it's a solid name, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Rebel's a little dangerous right now, but
either she.
I believe she does. She's a personal friend, and Yeah, she's going out there, and she's going to have her first DP. Well, I don't know if we're going to do DP, but it's going to be her first boy, girl, boy for her site or whatever.
What's the name of that position that fucking Swiney wanted you guys to do with Jessica Lust? The Jack of King, Queen, reverse hammer or some bullshit?
Let's see. I want to say the King of Clubs position, and we did with Jessica Lust, and it was remarkably effective, but we have not been able to do it with anybody else.
Okay.
But yeah, we called it the King of Clubs. I believe that's what he called it. And yeah, it's not one that usually big people would do, but we managed to pull it off with Jessica, and that was pretty intense.
She described
that. Was pretty intense. Did you see that scene?
I did.
Oh, she described it.
Yeah, she described it. I saw it, and so that's fantastic. I love what you guys do. I'm so happy for you and Swiney. I think it's amazing and it's great. Put us over, man. Put us over to Sydney and Rebel Rocker. All right, say, hey, you check these guys out. We want to make all the friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my man.
Absolutely.
What else you got going on?
Rim, can we talk about who else followed the show account?
Who?
Can we talk about who else followed the show account?
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll finish plugging Angus in a second. We'll finish plugging Angus in a second. Yeah, go ahead, Randy.
Okay, so the master of the 740 elbow, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You may have thought it was Chris Jericho, but it is actually Jock Sampson.
Jock Sampson, hell yeah.
Jock motherfucking Sampson. He is the emperor of West Virginia currently, and that's a big fucking deal where I'm from, bud. All right? And I'm just going to say, I tweeted about him in one of his promos, and it's the most impressions I've ever had on a tweet. Most ever.
Nice.
It's the biggest thing I've ever done on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Jock Sampson, a big part of that.
Yeah.
So, AEW needs to book him. Tony Khan, I'm calling you out. Don't make me hate you like I hate Walter. Don't make me quote still Christian's bit and call you a carny son of a bitch or a carny piece of shit. Whatever Christian said.
He's bringing it, man. He's bringing it.
Yeah.
I'll steal other people's bits, man. I don't care. I'll steal their gimmicks and their stuff.
Angus, do you hate?
Fuck
Christian
you, Tony Khan.
Christian Triple X. This is a wrestler.
No, oh no, he's a porn performer.
No.
Swiney fucking hates him.
I actually don't know the man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the man, so I have an opinion. Hate comes a lot easier to Tim than me. And yeah, unless someone's personally gotten my face or gone after me or whatnot, I'm pretty much a live and let live type of guy.
Yeah, okay.
But okay. Now I remember. I actually talked Tim out of having a confrontation with him at like the 2020 AVN show. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just Tim was ready to start beating some ass or something like that. He wanted to get all aggro. And
did he say eating some ass? We need to get him and Tanks hooked up.
No, just beating some ass.
Beating. I'm sorry.
Yeah, beating some ass. But I believe it was Christian Triple X. I talked him out of getting aggro on. I could be wrong about that. I just don't know the guy, so I don't have an opinion either way.
The first time we had Tim on the show, almost the first words out of his mouth were, "I fucking hate Christian Triple X." Anyway,
yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. Angus, plug.
I wish I had the balls to just say I hated people, but I don't really hate anybody. Like I can find empathy with just about anyone.
It's a worthless emotion. It doesn't do you any good. Angus, plug all of your stuff. Plug everything you got. Everything. Now's your time.
Well, of course, there's all the Swiney Pro-Am stuff as far as the adult stuff goes. Also, tomorrow on fanboynation.com, I have my new entry into my adult continuity column, which is a column where I actually write, I actually watch porn parodies, like superhero porn parodies, and write a funny review about them.
Really?
And I've been doing it for a couple of years now. This is like the 23rd installment. It's coming out tomorrow at noon on fanboynation.com, and it's the Smurfs. This ain't the Smurfs. This is a parody, Triple X. And
when you hop into Substack, man,
why am I just learning
a lot
this
more
now?
money there?
Angus, oh my God.
I don't know. I guess I didn't mention it the last time.
No, we could do a whole nother show just on this. Porn parodies are the funniest fucking thing in the world. And I think
absolutely,
the fact that they exist is amazing. Send me, is it a subscription service or anything? I mean, whatever it is, send me a link.
No, it's free. I'll send you the link. Yeah, I'll send you the link.
I'm going to throw it on the
like
website.
I said, I've 22 posts, and I got 2 other columns. Well, I got the adult continuity, which is where I review the porn parodies, mostly superhero and video game and stuff like that. And it's not about the sex. It's actually about how well the porn parody adheres to the source material and pulls off the look.
Right.
And I make dick jokes, of course.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
like you and Fit doing a Game of Thrones podcast.
Yeah, kind of like that. I have a one called Cultural Junk Drawer, which is also on Fanboy Nation, which is about whatever I want to talk about, and one called Comics on the Can, where I read a comic book while I'm on the toilet and I write my thoughts about it.
Just
and that
like
usually
Randy.
goes off on some funny tangent. Yeah. Except he doesn't have a forum to express it, except for this podcast.
Yeah.
I also have a comic strip that I do every one a week on Fanboy Nation. It's called Fan Toy Comics, and I use Funko Pops. As you can see, I got millions of them. And it's
you like Blizzard?
I
got a deal for you.
It's Diggum Frog. Oh wait, I didn't see the one you held up, Rem. What was it?
Oh,
it's a mini Tyrion Lannister.
Out of the
There
box.
you go. Yeah. Out of the box. Well, actually, that was probably a blind pack, so you didn't know.
No, I had no idea.
Anyways, it's a photo comic series that I do. So I have a little green screen, and I use my camera, I do. Yeah, wow. It's called Fan Toy Comics, and it's on Fanboy Nation also.
Send me all those links, please, because I want to see it.
I'll send you the links.
Website.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
absolutely. And and it's too early to really give any details, but your friend Berries and Cream, who you've had on the show multiple times, her and I are collaborating on an illustrated children's book.
Wow.
Now I know this is kind of weird seeing it in context but it's going to be my real name and so forth. And it's a story I wrote a long time ago. I've been trying to find the right artist, and after looking at Berries and Cream stuff constantly on Twitter, I approached her about it. So she's actually started doing concept sketches and everything like that. So more on that as it develops.
Wait a second. Are you telling me
Hell yeah.
Mama Maple didn't name you Angus when you came out of her womb?
No, it was...
Dude.
Did I ever tell you
I thought this whole time you were an Angus, man.
No,
you never told me.
I fucking loved it.
Got my porn?
No, and you need to.
Well, you know the old joke. You know the old joke about your porn name is the name of your first pet and the street you grew up on.
No shit.
You ever heard that?
Yeah.
Buddy Worley's.
My first dog was a Scottish Terrier named Angus, and my home street I grew up on was Maple Street.
Garfield Laurel. That's
so
my
porn. One friend of mine.
What was it?
He had the best. Garfield Laurel?
Yeah.
One friend of mine, his porn name would be Pacino Ramsgate, which is, I think, probably the best porn name I've ever heard in my life.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was trying to wrap the show up, but now you got this one going. Every time we have a porn star on the show, I ask them about my name. Okay. My name, my legal real name is Rem Dickman. Okay. It's on all my paperwork everywhere, Randy. All right. It's Rem Dickman. And I think that's a fantastic porn name, but everybody says it's not because they don't know what Rem is. I'm like, fucking Rem's my name. So I've had people change it to Ram Dickman. Like, what do you think, Angus? Rem Dickman, is that a good porn name?
Rem Dickman, yes. Ram Dickman, a bit on the nose. I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Is Rem like short? Yeah, exactly. Is Rem like short for Remington, or is it just actually Rem? Is that what it is? Yeah. Like your parents were big fans of REM or something?
Let's go with that. Up. Sure. Any one of those is fine.
Hey, Angus, are you sitting down?
Remington Dickman. I like that. Remington Dickman. Sorry.
Yeah, my porn name. I keep Randy because it's solid. British slang for horny.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Monster Teeth because I take a bite out of that ass.
Thumbs up, buddy. Hey, you got a guy named Small Hands, and there's nothing small about that guy. I have no idea what the origin of that name is. So yeah, why
is
not
he packing a catcher's mitt?
He's what? You've never seen Small Hands in anything? He's married to Joanna Angel, and by all means, they're great people. But yeah, he's porn star. He's porn star big, as opposed to me, who's just average. But yeah, I don't know why he chose the name Small Hands. It has to be like some sort of in joke or something like that.
Yeah, it's like an inside joke, I bet, right? My favorite porn names outside of Remington Dickman are Billy Glide and Eric Everhard.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great. All right, Angus.
So can we get those kids who fucked with that guy to redo their list with all these porn names?
I get the link there. You can start tweeting people and find out. Angus, send me all the links. I want to put them on the website, and I actually want to check all that out.
Absolutely,
great. And you just got yourself invited back on the show next time you're available, because that's all. That sounds fucking awesome to talk to you about. It's great. So
yeah, we can talk about my mainstream stuff.
yeah. Going mainstream, man.
So I have a question: is your children's book more like Mike Pence or more like John Oliver?
More like John Oliver.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's right, Randy.
Mike Pence can, yeah.
So, all right. So we're wrapping up here. Randy will say the words in a minute, but hey, be on the lookout for the Rich Dickman Show behind the scenes, because that shit's coming. It's going to be, Randy, it's like 2 or 3 episodes. We've got so much footage. All right. When Cody strung it all out and sent it to me, it was like 55 minutes of footage, and he forgot a couple clips too. There's a lot in there. So this is going to be
hell yeah.
This is my magnum opus. Okay. If you are going with the,
so it sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh my God, Angus, I can't wait to share it with everybody, because I think it's hilarious. But that's in my head. Randy,
early reviews from the interns. I meet with them once a month at least, and individually, and see how their life's going. Early reviews from them is that it's fire. Like it's better than The Office, they said.
They've seen the clips.
And that's what the young kids say when it's good, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what the young kids say when it's good. Okay.
Yeah, it used to be like it's better than Friends, but now, but The Office is way better than Friends. So is Parks and Rec.
Right.
Everybody loves The Office and Parks and Rec.
Yeah. Still. Like you're and Pumpkin Spice, right? It's a basic bitch circle. And I'm in that.
Speaking of podcasts, I just heard Rob Lowe is going to have his own Parks and Rec podcast.
I'm down for that.
I'm not exactly sure where, but I just read that in like
point me to the Patreon.
Yeah, probably not even Patreon.
Randy, say the words, Randy.
Let's bring this baby home.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you, Angus. Thank you for coming so much. You've been wonderful. Don't hang up, because we're not done yet. Okay, I got a little post show you got to do too. But thank you, everybody else, for listening to the Rich Dickman Show. We love it when you do. All 12 of you, it's amazing, and thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. And as we're getting, this is 176 now. Like we're getting close to that big 200, and it feels nice. It feels nice. But if you like what we do and you want to support the show, tell a friend. Tell a friend, leave a review. Angus is going to tell his friends next week. He's going to tell his friends Sydney Screams and Rebel Rocker. That's right. And if you like us even more than that, you check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Rich Dickman. It's a new month. So what happens in a new month? You get a new Liquor Fuel, the last Liquor Fuel that was ever recorded. Liquor Fuel Blackout, that's called. And why do we call it Blackout? Here's a spoiler. Huel blacks out. That's a spoiler. If you want to listen to Huel snore, it's there.
That's my favorite story of all time.
Yeah, so that'll be on our Patreon soon this month, and we'll get another bonus out there as well. And as soon as I can get some extra clips from the BTS project, we're going to throw a couple of those up there too. So check it out, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Find us online, richdickman.com. For all your Rich Dickman needs, click the merch tab, get yourself some swag. All right, click the Amazon tab, and you'll find the Eat the Rich shirt. That's a great shirt. You should get that, because, yes, they're very tasty, because there's a lot of extra
but they're not fat friendly. Fix that, interns. Yeah. I'm calling you out on the show. Not fat friendly. They stop at 3XL.
Subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Oh, Rim, that could be my goal. That could be the reason that I lose the weight.
Oh, for the t-shirt.
So that I can wear an Eat the Rich t-shirt.
XXX. Yeah, baby.
There you go.
I love it. Okay, there it is. There it is. Click the YouTube link and subscribe. And listen to our friends, okay? Make sure you check out all of Angus's work, all right? We're going to link all that in the website. Check out our buddies at Who Gives a Shit with Crippled Jesus and Adam from Houston. And, of course, our friends at Not For Human Consumption. Matt, I'm sorry for the voicemail I left. And Spaghetti, I'm sorry, too. But, that's my problem, Randy.
Matt, I'm not sorry for the ones I left. That's great content, and you're welcome.
I used to be able to throw shade. And I just can't anymore. I feel bad about it when I do it to my friends. I feel bad, teasing my friends, and it's weird. RichDickmanShow@gmail.com or at Rich Dickman Show on Twitter. Follow executive producer Randy at Sir0 with an E, or you can email him, Sir0 with an E @gmail.com. At Ryan TRDS is producer Ryan. My mother's at Rem_mama.
I just got titty.
Twitter.
At maple__ Angus.
Because they deleted your
my
old
original one got. Yeah, they deleted my old one, so I've been rebuilding.
Why?
I've been rebuilding it. But yeah, it's I have no idea.
Fucking Twitter.
I have no idea. I mean,
Assholes.
It's not like basically, we just feel like getting around to deleting a bunch of, people that are in the porn business, and I'm not even really into porn business. It's like, let's see who we can harass this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So,
at Maple Angus.
But it's Maple_ Angus.
Yeah. Okay. At Maple_ Angus, and Angus likes to retweet a lot of beautiful ladies. All right. So as Randy said a couple weeks ago, his Twitter is fire.
I secretly hope one day that somebody walks up behind me while I'm checking my Twitter on my phone, even though I sit with my back to the wall, so they can't really. But if I'm not paying attention, they can come up beside me, because there's like the fucking first aid kit right beside me. So people are in and out of there all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, I want somebody to secretly catch me looking at your Twitter.
Okay.
Just because I think, we could start a conversation. I would be down for.
Maybe an awkward conversation, but
you say I've seen that guy's asshole. And I am at Rem Dickman. And Randy, if they want to leave a voicemail or join the show live, how do they do that?
Walter, listen to me very carefully.
Oh God.
You can next week, join us between 9:30 and 10 p.m. So that's usually when we start Eastern on Thursdays at bit.do/TRDS1. Or Walter, you can call us on our voicemail at 860-316-4776. If you don't, you will forever be labeled a no good pig stealing great grandfather.
Wow.
I will invoke holes on you.
Yeah.
I will invoke holes in Shia LaBeouf.
Holy shit. Angus, thanks again for coming on. This was a great appearance. I learned so much. Thank you for humoring us and being awesome. You're a fucking awesome dude, and I really appreciate you. And thank you all for listening again. We'll be back next week with 177, and we'll do something fun as we do all the time. Randy, I love you, buddy. So for Angus, for Randy, I'm Rem. I'm getting the hell out of here. Good night.
Later.
No, not
Boosh.
No.
Oh,
see ya.
I thought, see ya.
You just cummed on us, man. Jesus Christ.
Friendly fire, man.
Friendly fire.
Okay, see ya.
All right.
Just fucking with you, man. It's okay. Everyone fucks it up. That's the joke.
We tell you at the beginning of the show so you completely forget at the end.
I did not commit see ya to memory. I just figured, I'm just going to say goodbye in some fashion, as long as I don't step on Shaboosh or whatever.